Hey, if you're just joining us at Mums at the Table, keep it locked right here. Like, share and subscribe because we are going to be talking about developing emotional bonds with children. Why is it so important that we develop emotional bonds and what's it all about?
I think developing emotional bonds with your children is really something that some of us as parents have to relearn. Perhaps we didn't have it with our own parents. It's really just earning the right to talk into your children's lives, develop bonds with your children that even once they're teenagers, they will want to come back to you and spend time with you and ask you about the big stuff.
I know growing up, even when we look back at our ancestors, it was kind of a generation where as children, we were to be seen but not heard.
Absolutely.
So are we changing the script on that? Are we flipping the script?
I think really it's about recognising that our children have dignity and they have worth. But really, emotional bonds is going to be very different for each child. I've got 3 children and all of my children will have something different that speaks their language. So it's about finding your own child's love language. What speaks to them? And parents often wonder what this magic bullet is. What is it that's going to develop emotional bonds? And I always say to parents, the little things are the big things. So it's the babble in the car while you're driving to soccer. It's the getting down on your child's level at certain times. It's at dinner times. I'm a big fan of family dinners. It's having times when there's no screens and you just tune into your child. I talk about love bomb days, where you actually spend time with your child. So my daughter, for example, she's an animal crazy girl. And so for her, it's finding a place where there's horses or animals. My one son, there was a period of time when he and my husband did what we called a beach crawl. And they actually went from beach to beach, jumping in, getting in the car, going to the next beach, jumping in. And so it's finding what your children love that means something to them.
What happens if we don't develop these emotional bonds?
I think really then what we do is we have a rift in our relationship with our children, and then for our children, as I said, the little things are the big things, and we earn the right to speak to them if we take time to notice their chatter about their favourite Pokemon game or whatever it might be. Then we earn the right to have a relationship in some of the bigger topics later on.
And that's what we want.
Absolutely.
That's what you want to have, is those discussions with your children, so that when they're in adults, they come and see you.
Absolutely. And it's in the day-to-day, reading with your children, snuggling up close at bedtime. It's just finding things that speak your child's love language.
It has to start young, right?
Yes.
Well, there you go. I hope that helps you develop emotional bonds with your children.